I thought I was alone, just me, my screen, and the dark web. But then a message appeared. Why did you turn off the lights? The problem? I hadn't told anyone. I was in the dark. I wasn't supposed to be there. Not at that hour, not on that site. Started like every other night. Boredom. Curiosity. That dangerous combination that makes you do things you normally wouldn't. It was 2:47 a.m. The kind of silence where even your own breathing feels loud. My room was completely dark except for the faint blue glow of my laptop screen. I had heard the stories before. Everyone has. The dark web, hidden sites, things you're not meant to see. Most of it, I assumed, was exaggerated. Urban legends mixed with paranoia. Still, a part of me wanted to see for myself. So I opened Tor. The browser loaded slowly, like it was dragging something heavy behind it. I ignored the feeling creeping up my spine and started browsing random directories. Most of it was exactly what you'd expect. Broken links, weird forums, encrypted pages that led nowhere. Then I found it. No title. No description. Just a blank link. I hovered over it for a few seconds. Something about it felt wrong. Like when you touch a surface and instantly know it's too hot, but your brain hasn't processed it yet. I clicked it anyway. The page loaded instantly. Black screen. No text. No images. Just black. I frowned, leaning closer to the screen. Seriously, I muttered under my breath. Then a single line of text appeared. Welcome back. My stomach tightened. Back? I had never been here before. I sat still, staring at the words, waiting for something else to happen. Nothing did. Just that message, blinking faintly like it was breathing. I moved my cursor. The screen responded with another line. You're later than usual. A cold wave ran through me. This wasn't normal. Even for the dark web, this felt personal. I typed into the blank field that had suddenly appeared. Who is this? A pause. Then, you don't remember? My fingers hovered over the keyboard. Something about that response unsettled me more than anything else could have. It wasn't threatening. It wasn't aggressive. It was familiar, like someone who already knew me. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was some kind of scripted bot. A creepy interactive site designed to mess with users. That had to be it. I typed again. This is my first time here. The reply came instantly. No, it isn't. My heartbeat started picking up. I leaned back in my chair, glancing around my room for no reason. Everything was the same. Door closed. Window shut. Silence pressing against the walls. I turned back to the screen. Another message appeared before I could type. You always say that. A chill crawled up my spine. Always? What are you talking about? I typed, my hands slightly shaking now. There was a longer pause this time. Longer than before. Long enough for doubt to creep in. Then the screen flickered. For a split second I saw something. A reflection. Not of me. Someone standing behind me. I spun around so fast my chair almost tipped over. Nothing. Just darkness. My breathing became uneven as I slowly turned back to the laptop. The chat box was gone. In its place, a video. It was grainy, low quality, like an old security camera feed. And then I realized what I was looking at. My room. From an angle that shouldn't exist. The camera was positioned in the upper corner of the room, near the ceiling. But I didn't have a camera there. I stared at the screen, unable to move. The version of me in the video was sitting exactly how I had been seconds ago. Same posture, same position, except it wasn't synced. The me in the video wasn't moving. I slowly raised my hand. On the screen, nothing happened. That's when I felt it. Something behind me. Not a sound. Not a movement. Presence. like the air had shifted. I didn't turn around this time. Couldn't. Instead, I whispered, barely audible, "Hello." The video feed changed. The me in the video slowly lifted his head and looked directly into the camera. But I hadn't moved. My chest tightened as I watched myself on screen. Smiling. I wasn't smiling. The version of me in the video opened his mouth, and text appeared below the video. "You see it now." I slammed the laptop shut. Silence. Heavy, suffocating silence. My heart was pounding so hard it felt like it might burst out of my chest. I sat there in the dark, frozen, trying to process what had just happened. "It's not real," I whispered to myself. "It's not real." But something didn't feel right. Slowly, carefully, I looked toward the corner of my room. The same corner from the video. Nothing. Just shadow. I let out a shaky breath. Then my laptop made a sound. A notification. I stared at it. I hadn't touched it. Slowly, I opened the lid again. The screen turned on instantly. The site was still open, and the video was still playing. But now, the camera angle had changed. It was closer, lower, like it was inside the room now. My throat went dry. The version of me on screen was gone. The room in the video was empty, except for one thing. The figure, standing in the corner. Tall, still, watching. Couldn't breathe. The chat box reappeared. "You left the door unlocked." I snapped my head toward my door. It was closed, but I couldn't remember locking it. The handle moved, just slightly. I froze. The video on the screen zoomed in slowly, focusing on the figure. It didn't have a face, just darkness. And then it moved, one step forward. In the video, at the exact same moment, I heard a soft sound behind me, a footstep. I didn't turn around. Couldn't. Another message appeared. "Don't look." My entire body locked up. Tears started forming in my eyes, but I didn't blink. I just stared at the screen. The figure was closer now, halfway across the room. The video feed glitched. For a split second, I saw something impossible. The figure wasn't just in the video anymore. It was behind me. I could feel it, cold air brushing against my neck. Then, a whisper, right next to my ear. "You weren't alone when you arrived." My vision blurred. My hands went numb. The screen showed the final message. "You never are." The laptop shut off by itself. Complete darkness. Silence. I don't remember what happened after that. When I woke up, it was morning. Sunlight filled the room like nothing had happened. My laptop was on the desk. Closed. Normal. I told myself it was a dream. It had to be. Until I opened the laptop again. The Tor browser launched automatically. The same site loaded. And this time, there was no chat box. No video. Just a single line of text. "Same time tonight?" And underneath it, a countdown. 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 58 seconds. 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 57 seconds. 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 56 seconds. I haven't slept since. Because I know one thing now. If I don't go back, it might come looking for me instead.